Hi, my name is Dina Juve. I have lost 80 pounds and I'm 41 years of age. I'm a full-time mom and a business owner. I have 4 kids and I'm very busy. I've been able to keep off my weight for 20 years. Hard to keep off 80 pounds, but I've done it. I am so excited to show you how I can transform your body too. I am called the Fitness Ninja because I love to work those stubborn areas. Today we're going to work on lengthening and leaning out your legs. Long, lean legs is what it's all about. The tools we're going to use today is a red ball. Don't worry if you don't have one because I'm going to show you the move without it. We're also going to use a glider. You can purchase one or you can use a plastic or a paper plate. And the last tool and the first tool we're going to get started with is a kettlebell. If you don't have one, you can try it with a free weight, but I recommend investing in one for safety. You can also use a lighter weight or a heavier weight. Depends on your fitness level. Let's get started. All right, this workout is going to be about 8 minutes long, and we're going to concentrate on long, lean, lengthened legs. Let's get started. We're starting with a wide leg squat, so you'll notice my toes are turned out. You could also take your toes and turn them forward, so it's up to you. Out is going to help get inner and outer thighs. We're going to do a wide leg squat, so we're going to come down, shoulders back and down, abs tight, and then come all the way up and squeeze. We're going to come back down and then all the way up and squeeze. Let's do a few more. Let's go a little bit quicker. And our breathing, we're going to breathe in and then out. In and then out. If you want to make it tougher, let's go up onto our toes. So we'll come into our wide leg squat and then bring it all the way up onto your toes. And then back into that wide leg squat and all the way up onto your toes. Make sure you're breathing. My heart rate is already up and we just got started. This kettlebell can kick your booty and definitely lengthen your legs. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next move. This is the traditional move of the kettlebell. It will help tighten and tone your legs from your calves all the way up to your hamstring. How we're gonna do it, our feet are gonna stay planted, heels are down, toes are down. We're gonna swing that kettlebell back, okay? Looks like this. You'll notice I have a slight bend to my knee. Not a big bend, just a slight bend. And the kettlebell height is going to depend on where it feels comfortable for you. The biggest thing you have to remember is to squeeze your bottom to protect your back. Woo, again, heart rate coming up. So I'm going to breathe in and then out as the kettlebell comes forward. And have fun. We're gonna do a few more, okay? Keep going. Think about your form. Notice my arms are straight. And I'm standing up and I'm squeezing everything nice and tight so that I focus on nice, long, lean legs. We're moving on to the next move, okay? This is a tricky one. If you can't do it with a kettlebell, you're just gonna take the bell, set it down, make sure it's safe, and you're gonna take your one knee, bend it. It's like an outside lunge or squat, and then stand up and squeeze. We'll do it on both sides. It's gonna look like that. We're gonna add in a kettlebell, okay? So when we add in the kettlebell is gonna come in to the side that the knee bends. I'm gonna start it. So it looks like this. Bend your knee, kettlebell comes back. What do I do with my other arm? It can either stay on your hip, it can stay out to the side. I like it out to the side. I'm gonna bend into it. I can bend deeper into it, so taking my thumb back towards my bottom, or I can choose to make it a little bit less. Again, protect that back. You've got to squeeze that bottom to protect your back. Too many people work with kettlebells, and instead of strengthening their back, they end up not helping the back. They hurt the back, and we don't want that today. And we're gonna switch. So remember, you have the option to put the kettlebell down. I've been doing kettlebells for a long time. I'm gonna go a little deeper into it. I have stenosis in my back. I have arthritis. I've used kettlebells to help my body become strong, lean, and also protect myself from injuries. You can too. So remember, you can go less with the knee bend or a little bit deeper into it. Just depends on your fitness level. Okay, we're gonna move over to gliders. So we had some fun with some kettlebells. Great leaning moves. Today, I'm gonna use the paper plate, okay? Just so that you can see that you don't have to use pricey equipment to get this workout done. We're gonna go into a half circle. I'm gonna start with the paper plate to the front and take it all the way around. I have some choices here, and again, my heart rate has already come up, so we're gonna breathe in and then out as we take this plate around. If you want your leg a little bit leaner, you're gonna focus on that outside leg. If you wanna work the quad a little bit more, you're gonna go deeper into that knee bend, okay? Abs are tight, shoulders back and down. So right when you get comfortable on this side, we're gonna move to the other leg. We all have one strong leg, one leg that's a little bit tougher. We're gonna do it on the other side. I'm gonna do that half circle, okay? We're gonna take it around and up, around and up. Because my quads take over in most moves, I'm gonna stay a little bit more upright. But hey, if you're stronger, wanna get into the quads, come down a little bit lower. Hips are squared off, but if they move a little bit, that's all right. As long as it feels good to you, no pinching, no pulling. Ooh, and again, make sure you're breathing. Breathe in and breathe out. These are those moves that are gonna help get you tighten and tone and long, lean legs, even if you're petite like me. Okay, so now I'm gonna show you that move that you have the option to have the red ball or no red ball, okay? I like doing it without it. I'll give you the option to do it with it. So first we're gonna come down, slight squatted position, just kind of hinging at the hips and sitting back, not all the way like you're sitting in a chair, but just like you're sticking your bottom out to the back wall. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take our knees and we're gonna tap them together, and then we're gonna take them out. Toes are gonna stay flat on the floor. Tap them together, take them out. Tap them together, take them out. So it's like inner, outer thighs that we're working right now. We're getting into the calves. Okay, so if I have a red ball and I wanna use a red ball, I'm gonna go ahead and put that between my legs. I'm gonna put it up high in the inner thighs where I'd wanna work it. Same thing, I'm gonna squeeze the ball in and squeeze it out. If I'm really balanced, which I'm not sure if I will be today, we're gonna come up on the toes and we're gonna squeeze it in and squeeze it out. But again, no worries if you don't have one. We can do it without it. Just come up on the toes and bring it out. Take it down. And you can see my legs are already shaking. And we're only 5 moves into it. We have 2 more to go. Okay, so I'm gonna take it down to the floor now. Just want a few more here. A few more, there we go. I'm gonna take it down to the floor. So here's where we're also gonna choose to use a glider. I'll give you an option if you don't have one. You should have a paper plate at home. You can just take that ball, put it aside. The first move we're gonna do is we're gonna take that leg. So we need to make sure our upper body is safe, our wrist, our elbow, and our shoulders are aligned. You might see some movement when we go back, and that's okay. Let the upper body move just naturally. We're gonna take the leg to the side, and then we're gonna take it back behind. Lengthen it back behind you, and then back out to the side. Again, long, lean, lengthened legs. And then we're gonna breathe in, and then breathe out. And you can see we're getting into the core as well. I don't want you stiff and rigid, so don't force your upper body to just stay there or you'll pinch into your lower back. Let it move. If you don't have hip mobility, we're gonna stop here. So we'll just stop back at the other foot. We're gonna go on to the other leg. I can't have you uneven, so we gotta work both sides. Let's do it. Leg out to the side, and then take it back behind. Reach it if you can. If you can't, that's okay. Stop it sooner. Stop it right there. Shoulders back and down. I am sweating. And breathe in and then out. And then breathe in and then out. Ooh. Remember, I'm a mom of 4, so I'm down here working out, showing you the sneakiest moves to help you get that body fit, tight, and toned. Next move, we're gonna go into a pike up. Some use it for abs, I'm using it for long, lean legs. I'm gonna take the back foot, I'm gonna curl the toe under, and I'm gonna take my bottom up to the ceiling. And then I'm gonna stretch that leg back and take my bottom up to the ceiling, and then stretch that leg back. Bottom up to the ceiling and stretch that leg back. And I'm always wanting to work my abs, so One of my trouble areas just from lots of pregnancies, but we can still work that stubborn area. We're concentrating on the legs right now, but if we get some extra body parts in there, no big deal, that's just a plus. Okay, I'm gonna switch you over to the other leg. So you might be able to see a little bit more on this side. We're curling the toe under. I'm gonna lengthen out that leg, and then I'm taking my bottom up to the ceiling, stretching up, and then back down. And it is okay if I'm not having my elbows, wrists, and shoulders perfectly aligned for that lengthened leg. If it bothers your shoulders, make sure that you go into a plank position and don't allow the arms to move as much. So you can always keep the movement a little bit more in a plank position. I like lengthening out though. So I'm gonna use full range of motion, work on my mobility, and get those abs a little bit more as I'm really lengthening and leaning out those legs. Woo! This is a good one of my favorites. Great. Well, those are the 7 moves that I have to share with you. I hope you enjoyed it. If you loved it, do it 2 to 3 more times. And I look forward to seeing you again soon.